Hey guys, this is my April-May tour diary, starting out here in Colorado, at a place called Crested Butte. This is the second time I've flown out to support Vanderlux in the US, and I was here doing a couple of dates for him on his ski tour. Caught up with Vanderlux and Tyler here. It felt a bit like a reunion from my last tour together in November. Had a similar setup before and it felt a bit like deja vu. I just remember not being happy with my sound for this gig, but I got through it and tried to make the best of it. Also, we're so high up here in altitude that any drinks you have feel like you've had about 5, so I was definitely feeling a bit wavy here on stage. After this night, we drove through the mountains to play the second night at the Ogden Theatre in Denver, which was about 1,800 people, I think, which is pretty insane. I then flew straight out to LA, and it was here where I had quite a few meetings planned, a listening party, some sessions, and Murphy flew out as well, so I went to go and pick him up from the airport, and we hung out for the week in LA, which was really nice.
Yeah.
What? Come on.
One of the days we had some time to chill in Manhattan Beach, which felt like something straight out of GTA. It's like people roller skating around on bikes and stuff, doing volleyball. And we just chilled here, watched the sunset, and had a real nice evening on one of those nights, which is cool. We ended up staying for the week in West Hollywood, which was really nice, and we had like a balcony overlooking the hills, and did some writing there. Ended up doing an EP listening party downtown for my upcoming EP as soon as I get home. So this was just inviting a few fans down to listen through me, talk through the process of the song, and go through it all. And myself and Murphy also performed a few stripped versions of the tracks for everyone, which was cool. It was my first time doing something like this, so I was genuinely quite nervous before it. It was just me speaking to a small group of people and just going through stuff, which I'm not really used to doing that. And it actually turned out really fun. Had a really nice evening with everyone, and yeah, I felt like it was quite a new but interesting way of showing music. So we'll definitely do some more of those. We then drove out to Joshua Tree to do some content filming for the EP. I rented a Jeep again, and we managed to find this really nice Airbnb to stay at, and just started filming some content there, really. Had some amazing weather and did some wicked drives out into the sunset for a driving mix, which you can also find on my YouTube if you have a look around. Some of this driving, we found some really rogue places which seemed proper rough, just right in the middle of nowhere, but it was pretty fun.
Size of these dogs, mate.
Fast forward to being back in the UK, and I was starting to rehearse for my UK and Europe headline tour. So that took quite a bit of reorganising and trying to work out what I was going to play and getting some more keyboards involved. The problem with getting more keyboards is the fact you've got to try and fit it in your car, so I was really struggling with space at this point. Did a couple of days in some rehearsal studios in London with my MD Steve to try and get the set right. So we just tried to change the setup a bit and move things around. It's amazing how these days just performing it really help get things into perspective, and it really sets you up for touring. So yeah, I love this part of the process. For most of the tour, I didn't actually manage to get much on my camera, so what I did manage to get was this last date that we did, the final date of the tour in Dublin. We got the ferry over from Wales and the weather was super nice, so had a few Guinness. I'm here with Murphy, Ross Quinn, who came and supported the whole tour, DJing, which was amazing, and also Jamie McCool, who's an absolute legend. He sings on Wanna Be Somewhere With You, and we picked him up last minute to come along with us for this.
You gonna watch a movie, you?
Feels like I am with this view.
What are you gonna? Oh yeah, is that?
Avatar.
You're watching a nice scenery with the popcorn, yeah?
Yeah, man.
It's wild, that lad.
Guinness as well.
You want a helpline there, mate? What's wrong with him? He's an absolute mentalist.
Just can't believe what I'm saying.
So this was pretty much us the whole time, just messing about, but it sums up the footage that I managed to get for the past month or two, doing some of these shows in the US, being in LA and doing my headline tour and preparing for that, and honestly had just the most amazing time with this. I'll make sure to get a lot more footage next time on my camera so you can see a bit more behind the scenes. Aside from that, I've just been promoting my recent track that came out recently called Nothing Left, which I did with Bank and Shire. Me and Bank went through the session recently trying to work out how we made it and reprogramming the Juno synth, which a lot of it's based around. Yeah, so stay in touch. Got a lot more tour footage coming, which I didn't manage to get on my camera, but yeah, I've got an EP coming up and so much to come in the summer. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.